Alrighty, hello and welcome back to another Mage Quest episode. If this seems slightly different, it's because, one, I've made a lot of progress, and I would feel really bad if I couldn't record before going further, and two, I'm doing this at night. Normally I do it during the day, like mid-afternoon, so this is slightly different for me. Okay, so first thing about the changes is I've gotten some upgrades. I got some barrel upgrades because I foolishly thought the drawers that I keep calling cabinets were the upgrades, but instead they're the drawers. As you can see, I've got these upgraded with iron, so they're using iron, which is nice. Likewise, I went up north, so I went up from, well, here we go. I went from here all the way up and around and over to this village and stole pretty much all of the books there. I think there might be one or two bookshelves there. Might? I didn't actually look. But yeah, the 99% of the bookshelves are stolen. And since I don't have a silk touch, whatever, um, I got all the books and then transported them down. And then I realized, like, halfway, like, I was, like, not even three-fourths of the way home, I realized that it would be a great time to pick some flowers. So I went out and picked some magical flowers and then came my way back to the village. Secondly, is it night? No, it is not. Another block you might have noticed is the dark oak. I collected some dark oak saplings from around the village, just munched some leaves because I didn't feel like mining actual trees. And then likewise, I got some vines. I went up, let's see, where is it? I went up all the way to over here. Because over here is like this abandoned thing that I actually haven't checked out. I just went up to one of the vines, got three of them, and then snuck back down to my house and then shoved it onto the oak tree. Secondly, I there's the dark oak. I have gotten almost all the animals sorted. Outside of the chickens, I haven't made their own coop or whatever. All the animals are sorted, and that was a pain in the ass. Thirdly, as you can see, I was trying out the drawers. I thought these were absolutely adorable, and I want 50 million of them, even though they're like mostly pointless with how much they can store. They can only store 128 items currently as a flat. They can store more with the upgrades, but I have to make the upgrades, and I didn't know I could do that. I am magic. So, next thing on the list of things, this hole. This is, yeah, I've been busy mining. I don't even want to know my statistics on how many pickaxes of stone I've had to make in order for this to work. As you can see, there's a chunk of amber hanging out here. And then here's cinnabar ore. I wanted I thought about picking this up alongside the order infused stone, which is currently here, but I wanted to get an enchanting setup made so that way I can uh mine this without having to break it, cuz I want to break this, but not now. Thirdly, and the main reason why I'm making this recording, this chaos. So, originally, as you can see outlined in the stone, I replaced the original octagon design that I found slash made with a generator. But then I realized two things. One, for block pellets, I realized I hate living rock, but I need a whole bunch of it for different projects. And two, if I was gonna have the side bits up to here, it would extend right into here and it was gonna be large, and then likewise it'd go way over here into this, and then just I'd have to terraform this entire pond. And I wasn't feeling that. I wasn't feeling that. So instead, I decided to shift it over to here. So the white living rock over there, that is the center of the thing. Likewise, I love this pond. I love the design of this. I am going to screenshot this and figure out a way to rebuild this somewhere else. But as you can see, here is one side of this. This is going to be mirrored over that way. But one issue, I have to terraform this because I don't want an entire dirt hill covering part of my build, so I'm gonna have to terraform this. I'm gonna have to terraform over there. I'm gonna have to terraform over that way. And then way over here, we've got a few issues. First issue right here. This is a natural cave inwards. I haven't actually explored this. Secondly, I think this is part of that cave system, but it comes really close to my build. So I've been antsy trying to deal with this without causing too many issues, especially with my gear. As for this setup, as you can see, I finally had enough to make the full set of day blooms and night blooms, and I have my mana pool working. Likewise, in here, I've managed to make myself some mana steel ingots. Now, we can't do much with the mana steel ingots yet because we don't have the mana tablet. What the mana tablet does is it can carry up to 1,000 points of mana, and pair that with the mana steel items. If you have an entire set of mana steel armor, that reduces your stuff by 10% for mana usage, so that way it makes your tools a hell of a lot more effective. But I haven't done that yet. Likewise, I wanted to showcase the process. Like, I was originally just gonna have one ingot, but seeing how I'm recording, might as well do a few. It's so cute, the little fizzle for like the first few times, and then it's not. So yeah, I probably definitely off camera I'll be re-terraforming that, probably taking down some of those trees, uh, reworking this. Likewise, I'll be removing this. As for the purpose of the vines, why would I grab vines? They're virtually useless. As you can see, the original vine was up here, and then it grew. um, Main reason for the vines was so that way I can make mossy cobblestone, because I realized I wanted mossy cobblestone, stone bricks, mossy stone bricks, and that whole setup to make this part look cool. And I'll probably add a few flourishes of the living stone, but it won't be the main centerpiece. Secondly, for the dark oak, I'm planning on having this color block here. So it's gonna be, bit of, first bit's gonna have living wood because it's the darkest. But then it's gonna be dark oak, which is probably gonna form the majority of the build. And then planks and oaks, not slab, just full oak planks. Uh, as the top bit to give that whole weathered pale sunlight effect of, oh hey, this is a greenhouse. This is currently in use and it's being baked by the sun most of the times out of the day. Second thing that another thing, so many things. I don't know if you caught this, but mana glass. I'm currently holding a piece of glass, but if I drop it, you can you can just see through it. I smelted a piece of sand and then I threw it into the thing because the quest book requested it as one of the items, and I'm gonna need so much mana glass just so I can have that nice clean greenhouse feel, because for glass effects we're working with this. This is what we're working with. The really old 2010 style glass that everyone knows as absolutely horrible. Huh, interesting. But yeah. So if you throw a normal piece of glass, it'll turn into mana glass, and it's so pretty. It's so pretty. I can't wait to see like if shaders would do anything. I have plans to see if I can get shaders and whatnot. Likewise, I am addressing the future issues. It's not in there. Of swapping over. I think it's tied to the player data. So when I get done with the Botania stuff, I'll have to wipe my player data and slot in a fresh new player data sheet and go from there. So as you can see, there's the mana glass items and whatnot. Here's all the stuff that I managed to unlock, because what I did was I did the use sunlight, and then I moved over to the Maid's Moonlight because it's like, oh, I have more than enough of these, might as well get those for later on. So let me read through. Okay, I already read through that one. I know I did. Maid's Moonlight. There is a bit of a teensy problem you'll find with day blooms. They only generate concentrated mana in the day under the glare of the sun. If that's not good enough for you, then you're in luck. I'm going to teach you about Nightshade. It's the same as day blooms, but not the same. It prefers the pale glow of moonlight and the shadows it casts. I hope you still have your notes on day blooms, cause I'm not telling you how to make it again, and Nightshade is basically the same. So I can pick one of these. Magical bird bath. Right. Likewise, I wanted to get the mortal and pestle, which is a stick, a piece of wood, and a bowl. Do I have my sticks in here? Where did I shove my sticks? With the amount of stuff I keep going through, it's pretty nuts. I can't wait to get the first main base for this set up, because holy crap, I'm gonna need it. Likewise, I forgot to mention this, after the end of the previous recording, I went through and I gathered all the tall versions of this. However, the only issues I had was with the red one, because I think I originally destroyed the first one I picked up, so I had to go grab another one. But yeah, I have all the tall versions. I'm working on getting the non-magic versions, but that's not nearly as a priority as I kinda have. I have main priority is getting enchantment table set up. So that's really just taking up my focus. Yeah, I ran out of sticks. Big surprise. I can always use them. already read this, so I'm going to claim the reward bag. That's still so cute! Color to die for. Eyeing my robes, are you? I suppose you're wondering how I got my hands on all these brilliant colors, right? I suppose I could teach you, since you were nice enough to enroll in my class. The secret lies in the petals of our friends, the mystic flowers. Then stick the petals. So, first, Crash. To extract all of these amazing dyes, you're gonna need something to crush the petals. If you hold your face just right, you'll be able to combine some wood and a bowl into a makeshift mortar and pestle. Then stick the petals of a mystic flower in there and crush it good. You'll find yourself with an appropriately colored powder as a result, which will magically dye a number of different things. Now go and make floral powder from each of the 16 mystic flowers. Hopefully that might mean I get 5 minutes of peace and quiet. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that right now, even if I was to say like, hey, I'm gonna do this off stream now. I don't have the inventory space. My inventory space is currently weeping. So until I can get that build done, so I can ow, I fell off. But yeah, until I can get that build done and it looking fairly nice and housing all the storage, I'll make some gold upgrades because Lord do I need it. And whatnot. But yes. My storage is melting. And I am sick of this tiny, cute shack. I mean, it's adorable. It's great for protecting yourself. But holy crap, do I want a place to call home. So. A rose by any other name. We've already got that. I'll hold off on collecting that one. I do want my day blooms. And I'll collect nightshade because I do like having an even amount of both. It's so cute. I'm probably gonna look at this like episode 70 going, oh my goodness, I hate this. But for right now, it's cute. Alright. Have and hold a need. I see you're generating mana now. It's always nice to have a competent student. You are going to need to be able to move it around and store it if you want to do anything else, though. Mana spreaders are made from living wood to perform the task of moving a mana around, while mana pools are made from living rock to act as a storage for concentrated mana your dayblooms will produce. The diluted mana is the simplest form of a mana pool, but due to its minimal exposure to mana, it holds very little mana and is incapable of directly infusing anything other than diluted mana pools from its stores of mana. So I get hydrydrangeas, which is nice. Where the rippling waters go. A much better way of storing mana, indeed it is the best way currently known, is in the mana pools which have been infused directly with concentrated mana. This is done by dropping a diluted pool into any mana pool containing concentrated mana. Mana infusion of many other things work the same way. It shouldn't take you long for you to get the hang of it. Alright, so we have several things. We have equivalent exchange, be counted as his friend, make a mana tablet, make a, what is this? Alchemy catalyst. I haven't read any of these, I've just showcased what they can do. Oh, that is so tempting. Because I do need mana pearls or mana diamonds for a variety of stuff. But at the same time, I don't want to waste my only diamond on a runic table when I'm not gonna be doing stuff with it just yet. So, Call of the Hunter, this is one that I do want to do. There's another day spent uprooting flowers and grass, is it? You should really learn how to do a bit of that research on things, or at least ask me if there's a better way to do things. Well, it's a bit hard, but okay. Now that you've got living wood and a mana supply, you have the means to carve a hunter's horn from living wood. If you then adorn it with pasture seeds, the cry it makes it when blown will incite the smaller plants nearby to release their earthen tethers, so all they have to do is pick them up. Tell you what, every hunter needs a good companion. How about I lend you a friend of mine once you have your horn? Ooh, so I get a friend, Direwolf number 20. I probably won't use the egg because I don't have any bones. So, bit of an issue there. Alright. So, horn. Horn of the Wild. Clearing out tall grass can definitely be a nuisance. Simply blowing the horn of the wild will quickly cause any nearby vegetation to uproot, leaving behind drops as if it was broken by hand. With some modifications, the horn can be modified to break leaves or snow instead. Horn of the Wild, pasture seeds, and 5 living wood. Crafting the horn, make it break horn of the canopy to make leaves, or horn of the covering for snowballs. So pasture seeds. Oops. What is it? Shift click? You drop grass in. Okay. Huh. Oh, that's cool. To make mycelium and podzol. Nice. So, grass. Where's my shears? Shears. Some of the grass that I accidentally picked up can actually, be useful. Yep. Come on. Living wood. Ta-da! Likewise, I currently have my wand. Okay, so, again, dealing with the D blooms and creating ambient magic. I am currently now hooking up this chaotic zone to the mana pool, so that way this is gathering more stuff from the day blooms and then into here, and then hopefully when I get another project done, I'll be able to stay up at night too, and then we can have the night blooms also doing the same thing. Alright, got those hooked up too. Okay, so I want to try it out because I've had to deal with this. Yo, how wide was that? Goodness, that's huge. That's really huge. Oh my. um, did that. Wow, that works. Good, cause I wasn't looking forward to this at all. I'm gonna have to turn on hitboxes. I didn't think it was that large. It is that large. This is gonna make clearing out large chunks of forest so much easier if I get the Horn of the Canopy, which is just another Horn of the Wild, but for leaves. Like, do you know how many trees I could just deforest over there with ease? Like, it'd still take time because then I'd have to go chop down the wood, but it is progress. Oh goodness. Well, this is gonna make terraforming so much easier because I don't have to deal with all the grass and potentially losing those drops. I can just... Oh, the power of automation. Yo. And likewise, I could just use bone meal and when I get bone meal and just do it over again. Oh, that is so nice. Okay, so what does that actually grant? Got sidetracked. Okay. Truth you know, Cauldron go. So, I realized the issue with the endo flames that I had beforehand, and it's the fact that you need consumable burnable items. So, I'm just trying to pick up all of these seeds. Christ. I didn't think it was that powerful. It is that powerful. Okay. I think I got everything. Otherwise, I'm very sorry if I haven't. So, horn. Come on. Generating flora. Endoflames. While the day bloom is well and good, a botanist requires more effective means of generating mana. The endoflame does that exactly. It will absorb any combustible items or blocks dropped in the nearby vicinity, albeit one at a time, and burn through them passively to generate mana while the fuel lasts. There is a small caveat though, the endoflame will not burn anything that returns a byproduct, for example lava buckets that have empty buckets as a byproduct. Due to their behavior, venomous zombie went up in flames. Well, hello named zombie, I hope you had a fun time burning. Due to their behavior, an open crate, which we will read about on the magical apparatus section, might be a good step on getting it to be self-sustainable. Not Nitor. So, Mystic Red Petal, Red Mana Petal, so you drop a petal into mana. Brown Mana Petal, Mystic Light Gray Petal, and Mystic Brown Petal. So, 3 normal petals, 2 enchanted petals. Okay. Magic Crate. Let's see. Open Crate. Open Crate. Sometimes devices like droppers or dispensers aren't precise or fast enough. A simple solution is to make a crate and punch a hole in the bottom. Yes, it's that simple. Open crates accept items from hoppers or any means of inserting items and obviously drops them directly below it. A little interesting effect the open crate can do when given a redstone signal, any items it drops are prevented from being caught by flowers like hopperhook, Ranacarpus, or polydeistic for around 10 seconds more than usual. A super crate box. Living wood planks. Huh? 1 living wood to make 4 living wood planks. Mossy living wood planks. More decorative box. I like those. I might actually do something with that. Let's see, what's it look like? Yo! Yeah, I'm totally doing something with that. I forgot that was a thing. I feel so silly for not trying that out. I thought it was just that. Though you can't make sticks. Sad. So, great. Nope, can't interact with it. Okay, so that's... I mean, it's a mostly useless block. It looks cool, though. Oh, but why does it have to be so costly? Because that would look really cool just having as like a floor tile or something. Oh, I hate you, book, for introducing me to such cool things, but making it super costly. Come on, let me sleep. The sun is going down, let me sleep. Sleep. Huzzah! Oops, hang on. Okay, so one of the things that just ran across my head that I wanted to mention before I forgot again is that I'm probably going to make a small base here. I don't really know where, and then start carving out sand for this project because I'm gonna need so much glass. It's gonna be ridiculous. Because I don't know the amount myself. I'm very, very much winging this till where it looks good. I'll be happy with it. But in the meantime, I'm gonna need a whole bunch of glass, so I'm probably gonna chip through here and spend a lot of time over that way. So, okay, so in dot dot dot. Day blooms and nightshades are all well and good for dipping your toes into mana generation, but it's kinda slow, don't you think? Let me show you how to kick it up a notch. Then, before you know it, you'll be drowning in concentrated mana. Don't look so shocked, I jest. Nothing can produce mana in quite the quantities necessary to drown someone. Unless it was in a fishbowl. That might work. Let's start with producing mana from water. The hydrangea is a nice step up from the dayblooms while still being self-contained. It'll absorb water from its immediate vicinity and convert into a stream of concentrated mana to be moved around by your mana spreaders. From the quest book, I got 2 hydrangeas, so that counts. And then this one is carbon footprint. This one's a bit more powerful, giving you a quick and dirty blast of mana as it burns up any combustible fuels such as coal. It is increased potency, does come with the fact it's much less self-sustained. You might like it though. For the Endo Flame, let's give it a shot. Endo Flame. Red and brown along with gray. And I'm gonna need some seeds. Okay. Flower patch. Is it? It's light gray. It is light gray. Okay. So we get to stick you back up there, and then we get to steal one from you. So to make this more effective, because I don't like having rogue petals, well... Nope, I'm not gonna follow that train of thought. The original train of thought was I could use the other one to make it into a powder, but I don't want to have that powder hanging around, therefore I'm not gonna do it. So, I got 4 of each, and out. And I'm gonna go over here. Did I? No, I have a whole bunch of seeds. I'm silly. Okay. So I need. So got 2 of those. Where's my bucket? I need Sir Bucket. Grab those. As you can see, I'm probably gonna stick like oh, what do you call it? A stair block. I'll stick a stair block here, like above the water, therefore that water source isn't screwed over, and then have a cooler way of throwing petals into the apothecary as the ritual. Meltdown. Good name. And as always, keep that topped off. Where's the sun? Above. Quest book. Endo flames or... Well, I've just unlocked a whole bunch. What in the world? Okay, well, I'm not touching that. I'll be sticking with the other side and hopefully get that finished off. Truth you know, runic altar, runic table thing. In the cauldron you go. But you already need one. Is there a way to purify this? Hang on. Book. Book has useful stuff. Natural mystic items. Ooh. That's cool. Many steel equipment. Oh no, I'm looking. Ooh. Botany. Okay, so I'm not really reading through this much, but the reason why I am looking at this is because I am planning on my second path being thaumaturgy. I've just come across so much thaumaturgy stuff. It's like I gotta know what you guys do. I gotta know. I gotta do. What do you do? Glimmering flowers. Huh. Hang on. See what I mean being late? Normally I have no alarms going off. Okay. Whole bunch of flowers. Let's see. It was like a fabric. Cloth? It was a cloth? Spellbinding cloth. Combining wool with some mana in the form of a mana pearl allows for one to create a cloth that will absorb any enchantments. Yo! Combining the spellbinding cloth with any enchanted item in the crafting table will remove all enchantments from that item at the cost of some of the cloth's durability. oldest item in the book. Okay, so that wasn't what I was looking for. I was looking for something to remove mana from like the diamonds and whatnot. However, that's going to be so useful for my enchanting because that's one of the things I was lamenting is like, oh, I don't have a grindstone. I don't have a way to remove enchantments, but hey, I do. I really do. I need to think smarter. I need to check the book. Okay, so, um, next thing that I will be planning on, also the snowman up there, Chris Kringle. No, he has not died. Yes, it is still the original one. Yeah, it's stuck as Chris Kringle in my head now. I partially hate myself, but I really don't because it is such a cute name to give a snowman. At the same time, it's kind of silly to name him that, but I still like it. Okay, I keep getting. Why do I follow this path? I'm a silly person. Okay. I should not be up here. Not at this time of day. So, general plans for this. This part here is probably. I'm not sure how I want to do this, but I know it's definitely getting terraformed because I don't want to build it over there. I want to build it here. So, best thing I can say about the terraforming is I'll probably add a round onto this. Like, it's going to be huge up here, and then I'll work on making it blend in down there. Likewise, I'll probably go expand over that way too. But for right now, I really should be careful getting down here. Ow. And heading over that way, because, nighttime. But going with that, I will again, I'll do this definitely off camera, but I will get that sorted out and you can see the start of it hopefully in the next episode. Is probably massively glaringly obvious Minecraft physics of oh hey, this is floating. Why be that? And then more of an explanation on what's actually going to go up in the false watchtower besides it looking pretty cool. It's definitely going to be made out of living rock, hence why I'm starting this slow grind with it. Okay. I'll be working on transforming most, if not all of this, into mana steel, because I did the math, even though at face value, um, not including the mana tablet, the diamond stuff is a hell of a lot better than the mana steel stuff. But when you add in the mana steel tablet and the discount that you get with the mana steel armor, it's easier to go with the mana steel items for now. So, yeah. What's this? Hourglass? Oh, that's cute. You can have a little hourglass. Yo. I have no idea what these are. Hovering hourglass. That and I want pointless baubles like this to be hanging around, but I actually have to like go do that stuff, so current goal, get the false watchtower started on, finish cleaning this stuff up. I mean, I'll leave the mana pool and whatnot here as is, but I'll be removing the water from there. I'll definitely be starting the decking out process for the pagoda, because originally I was calling it a gazebo, but I decided its official name would be the stone pagoda, because that just sounds cool. Nothing more to it, really. And then it'll be surrounded by the the greenhouses, which are gonna have the living wood and that little block palette here, along with a whole bunch of mana glass. Haven't decided where everything else is going to go inside of it, but that's the general plan. So a lot of spruce chopping, a lot of dark wood chopping, and continuing the process of living rock. I will definitely be stripping off all of this. I didn't want to remove it before recording it and saying, hey, I had some proof. Like, originally this was going to be where I was going to have the stone pagoda, but I realized the location was going to be more hazardous, so I moved it back a bit, and it turns out I really hate living rock as a rock to stand on for like the side view and whatnot. I don't mind it, but for like staring at it, I loathe it. I can't. I don't like it's horrible. So yeah. Um in the stone pagoda, in the middle, obviously we'll have the petal apothecary and the water. Around the things, like I don't know where I want to have everything stored yet outside of having a secondary floor. Like the secondary floor will house the main bed, place for knickknacks, that sort of thing in the stone pagoda, but everything else is just more come as you are. I'll figure out a place when I get there. It's like, where's the most where I'll hang out, that sort of thing. Secondarily, what was it? I had a thought. Oh, I hate losing thoughts. It'll come to me probably after I end the recording, and they're gonna like, ah, oh. How'd you do with the stone pagoda? Nope, it's gone. It's hiding. That thought is no, nope. Thought's not wanting to cooperate. Anyways, other thought before that trounced the other one and forced it to hide is I'm going to definitely be making a horn of the canopy so that way I can have easier time harvesting trees and the wood and whatnot. Likewise, uh, I found out, uh, I want to say not even an hour ago that granite, as you can see, granite, the original granite texture, dorite, yep, here it is, dorite, I forgot you have an I in there, dorite, and why'd they make it so white in current versions? Like, looking at it, it's not that white, it's a nice gray tone. Like, look at that polished, I mean, sure, it's kind of shitty, but overall, it's a nice gray white tone. Wow, I'm gonna be so sad when I go back to Dragon Falls, because that is occurring this Sunday, which, for recording purposes, this is the 21st of September on, it's September 23rd, 2023. But yeah, I'm gonna be so sad, because that is such a nice sheen for Dorite. It's not too white, but it's not too gray. It has that perfect balance. Oh, why did you do this? Mojang slash Microsoft, why did you do this? It's such a pretty color, and then you just made it more white, and now it's like almost entirely white. And I am sad. Also, we have andesite, which was a wild ride, but yeah, we can get andesite, granite, dorite, also prismarine blocks, not in the way that you would think, which is why I'm kind of glad I went with the Botania mod first, because then I could actually get a whole bunch of this, and even though I won't be quote unquote doing it when I'm like focusing on the Thamcraft or the Witchery, I'll still probably be doing it in the background to provide extra building blocks to help spruce up builds and whatnot. But yeah, like looking at andesite, this is how you get andesite to begin with. It's like, why did you guys change this? Like, out of all of the models, andesite is the least changed. What happened here, guys? Alright, so that's gonna basically wrap it up for this episode. Uh, main episode, well, not main episode, main off stream camera thing is getting that set up for the False Watchtower, more collection of living rock, working on cleaning this up and preparing it, and such. So, yeah, as you can see, the tree has changed again. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. As always, have a good day, have a good night, and see you next video.